Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869, in a small town called Porbandar, in India. His family was part of a respected group in the town. His father worked for the local government. His mother was very religious. She prayed every day and followed many traditions. Gandhi loved his mother very much. He learned kindness, patience, and honesty from her. As a child, Gandhi was very shy. He did not talk much. He was not the best student, but he worked hard. He did not like sports or fighting. He liked to read, listen, and think. Other children played loudly, but Gandhi often stayed quiet. Sometimes, he felt scared to speak in front of people. One day, Gandhi read a story about a king who never told lies. The king always told the truth, even when it was hard. Gandhi was touched by this story. He decided, I will always tell the truth too. This idea became very important to him. It stayed with him for the rest of his life. Gandhi also believed in nonviolence. Even as a boy, he did not like to hurt animals or people. He once saw a snake near his house. Instead of killing it, he moved away and let it go. He believed that every life is important. His family was Hindu, but Gandhi respected all religions. He had Muslim and Christian friends. He asked questions about their faith and listened carefully. He wanted to understand people, not fight with them. At school, Gandhi was quiet but curious. He followed the rules and respected his teachers. Sometimes, he made mistakes, but he always tried to learn. Once, during a test, a teacher told him to copy the right answer from another boy. Gandhi refused. He wanted to be honest, even if it meant a lower grade. These small moments shaped the young boy. Mohandas was not a hero yet. But he was growing, step by step. Inside him, a quiet strength was forming. He did not know it yet, but this strength would one day help him change the world. When Gandhi was 18 years old, his family made a big decision. They wanted him to study in England. He would go there to become a lawyer. This was a great opportunity, but also a big challenge. Gandhi had never left India. He did not know much about life in the West. Before he left, Gandhi made a promise to his mother. He said, I will not eat meat. I will not drink alcohol. I will live simply. His mother was happy. She trusted him to keep his promise. The journey to England took many weeks by ship. Gandhi felt nervous and excited. When he arrived in London, everything looked different. The weather was cold and grey. People dressed differently and spoke quickly. Gandhi wore Indian clothes at first, but people stared at him. He felt shy and alone. Soon, he changed his clothes to fit in. He bought a black suit and a hat. He wanted to look like an English gentleman. He also tried to learn English customs. He took lessons in dancing, public speaking, and even violin. He wanted to be confident and respected. But Gandhi did not forget his promise. Many people in England ate meat and drank wine. Gandhi said no, thank you. He looked for vegetarian food, but it was hard to find. So, he began to cook for himself. He read books about healthy living. He even joined a vegetarian club. There, he met new friends who respected his beliefs. Gandhi spent a lot of time reading. He read books about law, religion, and history. He also read the Bible and the Quran. He wanted to understand how different people think. These books opened his mind and heart. He started to believe that truth and love are more powerful than hate or violence. Life in England was not always easy. Gandhi missed his home and family. Sometimes, he felt lonely. But he kept his promises. He stayed focused on his studies and values. After 3 years, he finished his law degree and became a lawyer. Gandhi was ready to return to India. He was not just the shy boy from Porbandar anymore. He had learned many things. But the most important lessons were not from school. They came from his own heart and choices. He still had a long journey ahead. His story was just beginning. When Gandhi returned to India, he tried to work as a lawyer. But it was difficult. He was shy in court and did not have many clients. Then, he got an offer to work in South Africa. A rich Indian businessman needed help with a legal case. Gandhi accepted. He packed his bags and left for a new country. Gandhi arrived in South Africa in 1893. He planned to stay for only a few months. But something happened that changed his life forever. One day, Gandhi was traveling by train. He had a first-class ticket, but a white man told him to leave the train car. Gandhi refused. He said, "I have a ticket. I have the right to be here." But the train officials pushed him out. He spent the night cold and alone at the station. This moment hurt him deeply. It was his first real experience with racism. Gandhi thought, "This is not right. I must do something." He decided to stay in South Africa and fight for the rights of Indians there. At that time, Indians in South Africa were treated very badly. They could not vote. They had to carry special papers to move around. They were often beaten or jailed without reason. Gandhi began to organize people. He spoke in public and wrote articles in newspapers. He asked people to stay strong but peaceful. He created a new idea. He called it satyagraha. In simple words, it means truth force. It means fighting with love, not hate. It means standing up without violence. Gandhi told people, "Don't fight with your fists. Fight with your heart." At first, many people laughed at him. "You can't change the world with peace," they said. But Gandhi believed. He stayed calm, even when he was hit or sent to jail. More and more people joined him. They stopped working. They refused to carry papers. They marched in silence. The government didn't know what to do. These people were not violent. But they were strong. Gandhi's peaceful protest was working. He showed the world that courage does not need weapons. Gandhi lived in South Africa for 21 years. He won many small victories. He helped change unfair laws. But more than that, he discovered his mission. He was not just a lawyer now. He was a leader. A leader who would use truth and peace to fight injustice. Now, it was time to return home. India needed him. His people needed hope. Gandhi was ready. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India. He was now 45 years old. People had heard about his work in South Africa. Many called him Mahatma, which means great soul. But Gandhi did not feel great. He felt humble. He wanted to listen and learn before taking action. India was under British rule. The British controlled the land, the money, and the people. Many Indians were poor. Farmers could not pay high taxes. Workers had no rights. Gandhi traveled around the country. He visited villages, talked to farmers, and walked through cities. He wanted to understand the pain of the people. He saw hunger, sadness, and fear. But he also saw strength. The people of India were tired of being silent. They wanted change. Gandhi believed he could help, but not with anger or violence. He would use the same method he used in South Africa, satyagraha, the power of truth and peace. His first big action was in a village called Champaran. Farmers there were forced to grow a plant called indigo. They could not grow food. They were hungry and poor. Gandhi listened to them. He stayed with them. Then, he spoke to the British officials. He asked for justice. He did not shout. He did not fight. He used facts, truth, and peaceful pressure. In the end, the British agreed to change the rules. The farmers could grow food again. It was a small victory, but it gave people hope. They started to believe in Gandhi and his peaceful way. After that, Gandhi became a voice for many. He asked Indians to stop buying British goods. He said, "Let us wear our own clothes. Let us spin our own cloth." Gandhi himself wore simple clothes made at home. He became a symbol of Indian pride. He also said, "Let us stop fighting each other." India had people of many religions, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs. Gandhi told them to live in peace. "We are all brothers," he said. The British were not happy. Gandhi was bringing people together. They arrested him many times. But each time, the people became stronger. They marched. They prayed. They stayed peaceful. By now, Gandhi was more than a man. He was a movement. A peaceful revolution had started. And Gandhi was walking at the front, one step at a time, with truth as his guide. In 1930, Gandhi did something very simple, but very powerful. He walked. He walked for 24 days. He walked over 240 miles. But this was not just a walk. It was a march for freedom. The British had made a law, only they could make and sell salt. Even poor people had to pay money for something as basic as salt. Gandhi thought this was unfair. Salt came from the sea. It belonged to everyone. So, Gandhi made a plan. He said, "We will break this law peacefully. We will make our own salt. He started walking from his home to the sea. Every day, more people joined him. They walked in the sun, in the rain, with tired feet but strong hearts. When they reached the sea, Gandhi bent down. He picked up a handful of salty water and let it dry. That was it. He had broken the law without violence. The British were shocked. How could a simple act like picking up salt make so much noise? But people all over India followed Gandhi's example. They made salt, held signs, and refused to follow unfair laws. This was called civil disobedience. It means not obeying laws that are wrong, but doing it peacefully. Gandhi said, "We must not hate the British. We are not against them as people. We are against injustice." The British government answered with force. They arrested thousands of people, including Gandhi. They beat protesters. But the people did not stop. They did not fight back. They stayed peaceful. The world watched. Newspapers in America, England, and many countries showed pictures of Indians being beaten while sitting calmly. People began to see that Gandhi's way was powerful. Even in jail, Gandhi was not angry. He wrote letters. He prayed. He waited. When he was released, he went back to work, walking and speaking, always asking for peace and freedom. The Salt March showed something important: small actions can lead to big change. Gandhi used no weapons. Only courage, truth, and silence. And with each step, India moved closer to independence. Gandhi believed that real power does not come from guns or violence. It comes from peace. It comes from truth. And it comes from people standing together. After the Salt March, more people joined the movement. Farmers, teachers, students, and workers all stood up. They stopped buying British clothes and goods. They refused to pay unfair taxes. They walked in peaceful protests. The British did not understand. They thought power came from control. But Gandhi showed something new: peace could be stronger than force. Gandhi was arrested again and again. He spent many months in prison. Sometimes, he got sick. But when he came out, he smiled and said, "I am ready to continue." His calm spirit inspired millions. One of his most powerful tools was fasting. When people in India started fighting each other, Hindus against Muslims, Gandhi stopped eating. He said, "I will not eat until the violence stops." People were shocked. They loved Gandhi. They could not let him die. So they put down their weapons. They promised to live in peace. Gandhi began to eat again. His fasts were not to hurt himself, they were to wake people up. He used his own body to speak when words were not enough. Even leaders in other countries began to notice. People in the US, in South Africa, and in Europe said, "Look at what Gandhi is doing. He is changing a nation without war." The British government started to talk with Gandhi. They invited him to meetings in England. Gandhi wore simple Indian clothes. He brought a message of peace and justice. Some people laughed at him. But others listened with respect. Gandhi did not want revenge. He did not want to punish the British. He just wanted freedom for his people. He said, "We are not your enemies. Let us be friends, equal and free." This message was powerful. It was hard to fight a man who smiled and spoke with kindness. Slowly, the world began to see Gandhi's way could work. He showed that peace is not weakness. It is strength with control. It is love in action. After many years of peaceful protests, jail time, and talks with the British, change finally came. In 1947, India became a free country. The British rule was over. People danced in the streets. Flags were raised. Gandhi's dream had come true. But Gandhi did not celebrate. He was sad. Why? Because India was divided. A new country called Pakistan was created. Pakistan was mostly Muslim. India was mostly Hindu. Gandhi wanted one nation for all people, no matter their religion. But many leaders thought separation was the only way to stop violence. Sadly, the opposite happened. After the division, people started fighting. There were riots, fires, and killings. Neighbors turned against neighbors. Trains full of people trying to move to the right side were attacked. It was a time of fear and blood. Gandhi felt heartbroken. He had spent his life teaching peace, and now his people were killing each other. He said, "This is not the freedom I dreamed of." Once again, Gandhi used his body to speak. He began to fast, to stop eating, until the violence stopped. People from all religions came to him. They cried and promised to stop the hate. Gandhi's simple act helped bring peace to the streets, if only for a time. Gandhi also visited the places with the most pain. He walked through burned villages and comforted those who lost their families. He listened to everyone, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, and reminded them, "We are all brothers." But not everyone agreed with Gandhi. Some people were angry. They believed he had done too much for Muslims. They thought he had betrayed India. Gandhi continued to speak of unity and love. He said, "Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." The pain of the country was now the pain in Gandhi's heart. He had helped India become free. But that freedom came with a heavy price. Even in this dark time, Gandhi did not give up. He still believed in peace. He still believed that one person, with truth in their heart, could change the world. In his final days, Gandhi was weak in body, but strong in spirit. He continued to meet with leaders and visit people who needed peace. Every morning, he walked slowly to a small garden for prayer. People came from all around to hear him speak. Gandhi no longer held any political power. He never wanted it. He said, "I am not a ruler. I am a servant." His only goal was peace, between India and Pakistan, between Hindus and Muslims, and between all people. But not everyone wanted peace. Some people were still angry. They blamed Gandhi for the pain after independence. They did not understand his message of love and forgiveness. On January 30, 1948, Gandhi walked to the prayer garden, as he did every day. He was smiling and greeting people. Then, a man stepped forward. He pulled out a gun and shot Gandhi 3 times. Gandhi fell to the ground. His last words were, "Hey Ram," which means "Oh God." He died a few minutes later. News of his death spread quickly. People all over India cried. Men and women, rich and poor, Hindus and Muslims, they all felt the same pain. The man who had given his life for peace was gone. But Gandhi's message did not die. In villages and cities, people lit candles. They prayed. They promised to continue his work. The world also mourned. Leaders from many countries called Gandhi a hero. They said, "He showed us a better way." Gandhi's body was taken through the streets. Millions came to say goodbye. His ashes were placed in a river, as is the Hindu custom. But his spirit flowed into the hearts of people everywhere. Though his life ended in violence, his life's work was peace. Gandhi is gone, but his voice still speaks. His life showed the world a new kind of strength, not with guns or armies, but with truth and peace. Gandhi proved that one person, even without money or power, can change history by standing up with love. In India, people still call him the father of the nation. His picture is on money. Schools teach his story. Streets and parks are named after him. But his real gift is not a name, it is his message. Many other leaders learned from Gandhi. In the United States, a man named Martin Luther King Jr. followed Gandhi's peaceful way. He led protests against unfair laws and helped change his country. He said, "Gandhi was the guiding light of our movement." In South Africa, Nelson Mandela also followed Gandhi's ideas. Mandela fought against racism and spent many years in jail. But he chose peace over revenge. He said, "Gandhi showed us that love is more powerful than fear." Even today, people around the world remember Gandhi when they fight for justice. His way is slow, but strong. It teaches patience. It teaches hope. It teaches that peace is possible, even when things look dark. Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." These words are simple. But they ask something big from us, to live with truth, to treat others with kindness, and to stand up for what is right. He showed us that change does not come from anger, but from action with love. So, Gandhi's story is not just history. It is a path. A path we can still walk today. Gandhi's life was simple, but his actions were powerful. He lived without riches, without anger, and without fear. He taught us that peace is not the silence of doing nothing, but the courage to do what is right without hate. He once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." This is not just a lesson for leaders. It is a lesson for all of us. You don't need to be famous to follow Gandhi's path. You don't need to be strong or rich. You only need to start, with a kind heart, an honest voice, and a dream for a better world. So, what did you learn from Gandhi's story? Which part touched you most? Comment below and share your thoughts with our community. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories that help you learn English in a natural and powerful way. This video is not only about Gandhi. It's about you, your values, your choices, and your future. Do you want to improve your English 20x faster? Whether it's grammar, conversation, or fluency, we have the perfect material for you. Click the link in the description or the first pinned comment and take your English to the next level.